Hey my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about the Lionsgate portal. Few days you should be aware of. How may you sense the present energy right now? What will be the strongest day? And what to do with all of that so you can navigate those intense energies into the direction of your deepest needs, of your deepest dreams and anything that you would like to bring into fruition. So firstly, what is the Lionsgate portal? The Lionsgate portal it's just a name, but the event happens when the star Sirius, Earth and Orion constellation are in alignment with each other. Lionsgate gets its name from the zodiac sign of Leo, which the sun is currently transitioning through. Leo is all about our hearts and the passion that resides there, that may be awakened there once we pay more attention to our hearts, once we pay more attention to, what is awakening within us, what is inspiring us at this point. And Leo is this fiery sign that wants to thrive, that is resilient, that is adaptable to changes, but at the same time wants to lead its life to the greatest possible success, to the greatest possible fulfillment. And this is the fundamental energy of this time, but it is quite disturbing energy because it is disturbing the old paradigms, it is disturbing old unhealthy habits, it is disturbing our thinking patterns because most of our beliefs are not aligned with the true purpose of life. Most of our beliefs are not also in alignment with how we want to live. So this is a really disturbing energy right now, and I will give you some of the astrological significance, and I will give you some of numerological significance, and I will give you some practical guidance. So firstly, if you find yourself right now experiencing strong mood shifts, persistent tiredness despite getting enough sleep, intense and vivid dreams, and maybe a lack of mental clarity, it may be due to the intense energies prevalent during these times. To alleviate these symptoms, consider practicing mindfulness, something we're often talking about, spending a lot of time in nature, especially engaging in activities that promote sweating, because through sweating you're purifying your body from toxins, from poisons, from anything that is not really allowing your cells in the body be in that beautiful coherent state. And another important thing right now is to keep a journal to reflect on your thoughts, especially if you have a lack of mental clarity at this time. So at whatever states you're spending most of your days, all of that is just more intensified right now, which means that if you often have lack of direction, lack of goals, lack of ambition, right now it will be even more intensified. But it's nothing you should judge yourself for, it's nothing you should be hard on yourself for, but you should know that only you can lead your life, only you can navigate yourself into the direction that is the most meaningful for you. Only you can unlock your creative spirit that will fuel your upward path of self-discovery and make every single one of your days far more fulfilling. Only you can do that. So I really want to encourage you to journal your thoughts down and just write down a clarity. Be clear on what you want to do, because usually we have a lack of clarity because there's too many needs that we have, or too many things we want to do and too little time. But time, it just is what it is. We need to make the most out of what we have. We are all living busy lives, but we need to learn to manage all of that. We need to learn to manage the energies. And right now, as everything is more intense, It's not just the negative side for many of you who may feel more emotionally sensitive and you're experiencing all those shifts as your body is purifying. It's not just negative. It's actually a bright side, really bright side to it, because by staying intentional through the day, you can harness these energies to accelerate your manifestation process. And this is something that we are not often reminded about, how incredible those creative energies are. And during this Lionsgate portal, I will make another video on 8th of August. So right now I will give you everything and package it into this message, so the video will not be too long. So to harness all of these energies to accelerate your manifestation process, you have to have clarity in your mind. Meditate more often, spend more time in a day. One activity that is really great right now is hiking, for example, because of course you will start sweating, your heartbeat will increase, blood flow in your body will increase and will purify the toxins. But also what happens, you raise yourself beyond the collective cloud, the cloud of collective consciousness, and you get a new perspective on life. This is something that is really, really powerful. It's something I did today, actually, because in the morning I woke up and I felt like my mind was completely out of order. And also my energy level was like, I wasn't feeling really good. So every time I feel like that, I say, well, I will not be a victim of this. So I grabbed my journaling block where I'm writing my thoughts down, and I wrote down what I want to do today. So there was at least 5 things I wanted to do today. I said I want to go on my bike, I want to start painting a new painting, I want to make a video for you, and I want to meditate. Those were 4 things I wrote down, and then I prioritized them. So the first thing I said, well, if I want to raise myself beyond that, let's do something I really love to do, but something that is also hard. So I went on my bike and I went hiking with my bike. Climbing into a steep hill. So for 1 hour I was just climbing onto a hill close to my home, and when I came to the top, I left all that old energy behind, and a clarity just started to moving through my whole body, and I've experienced firstly a vision for my new painting, which was something truly incredible. Out of nowhere it just found me. I got a whole message and organized information for today's message. Everything just aligned. That's how powerful it is when we shift our energy. We move our bodies, we move our biology, and we do something that may be on the first look completely unpleasant and hard, but at the same time necessary. So we let go of the old. That's why sometimes you have to push yourself through something so you can break through certain walls of unconscious habits. And that's the energy of a Leo. So something really important. So now when we get ourselves to this Leo's Gate portal, firstly, numerological meaning behind it. As we've just entered into the month of August, and on 8th of August there will be the strongest day, but the most powerful days are between 6th of August and 10th of August. These are the days where we really need to be careful with our intentions. We really need to be intentional as much as we can, which means we need to be content with ourselves, being present. For example, while you're walking at your job or driving at your job, try to be present and be intentional how you want this day to go, how you want your future to unfold, what kind of relationships you want to develop with people you're spending most of your time with, and maybe to think about people that are in your circle. Are there Are they appreciating your value? Are they seeing you for who you truly are? And if you feel kind of limited by your circle, consider to change it, to meet some new people, and to maybe level up your relationships or whatever it may be. Remember, as you start changing, as you start applying certain changes, some people will not accept that. Some people will judge you for changing, but other people will celebrate you for growing. So you need to make sure that you're choosing those who are celebrating you for growing, because that's really important. You know, we always become the product of people we spend most of our time with. So we need to be careful what kind of people we allow to have in our circle, right? So number 8, firstly 88, as 8th of August will be the most powerful. 88 in numerology is called master success. This is its core vibration, success, but it has much deeper meaning than just saying a word success, because it doesn't mean much. So this is the masterful unity of the yin and yang, the infinity symbol. It is the two circles. If you look at the number 8, it has the two circles of the 8 matching one another to 0 degrees of difference, and that is the master. So it holds within a reminder for you to master the polarity. That's something we've been talking in yesterday's video, and it's something, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. There are 5 reminders for the month of August that are really important when it comes to balance and polarity of everything. You know, if you're really active and passionate about something like Leo is, you also need to have the other side of polarity covered, like being slow and knowing how to rest and rejuvenate, so we can keep the balance going. Once we master the balance, we master success. That's what number 8 is reminding us. So 88 is absolute universal understanding and perfect balance in all things. So once we experience that perfect balance in all things, we experience the greatest possible universal understanding. And that's what kind of energy is present on this special day. It can allow you to experience the greatest possible universal understanding at this point of your evolution for yourself, just for yourself, to notice, okay, this is where I am, this is where I'm going, this is who I am becoming, this is what kind of life I want to live, and I demand those things to happen because I deserve them. I demand them to happen because I deserve them, because I am worthy of them. It is reminding you, if you want to be successful, act as a successful person. If you want to be rich, act as a rich person. Not just, freely spending money, but be mindful about how you're managing money, how you're managing energy, how you're investing it, how you're controlling it, right? Have clarity around that. This is all connected to the number 8, so we can keep balance going. It's time to play and it's time to work. Sometimes it's time to work hard because we feel really inspired and passionate. So of course on the outlook it looks like we are working hard, but actually we're just deeply in the flow. And sometimes we have to just let go of everything and allow things to unfold. Much of that clarity may come to you at this time. But from astrological perspective, firstly, a star Sirius that will be in alignment with Earth and the Orion's constellation. A star Sirius is often associated with spiritual insights, higher knowledge, and spiritual awakening. It is seen as a symbol of higher consciousness and the quest for spiritual evolution. So at this time, the energy that supports your spiritual evolution, that inspires your soul, ignites fire in your soul, will be more present. And when you connect it with Leo's energy, this fire to move on, to push through limitations, and find a way through, a wonderful connection happens. So strong, let's say such a strong connection may happen that it may break the old paradigms and design new ones that are more beneficial for society. That's why we are seeing all of this happening around the world right now, because many people are awakening to this energy, not just at this time, but as the earth is moving through cycles. We are right now at the time when a new era is beginning, and this new era will be all about harmony. It will be all about higher consciousness. It will be all about finding our own inner strength rather than following experiences of others, like it was the concept of religion. We strive towards our own experiences. We strive towards our own inner standing of life. So rather than going to certain places to experience blessings, like going into a church, which is nothing wrong with that, it's just an old concept. The new concept is to go within your own church, which is your body, your temple, to go within and seek for inner experiences, to be passionate about your inner transformation, inner experiences, to meditate, to challenge yourself, to be in quietness for 1 hour, for 2 hours, to breathe deeply, to raise your frequency and see what happens. This is what is this new energy all about. And when more and more people are doing that, what's happening in the collective, the vibration is rising, and it is disturbing, minds of individuals. Some of them find it as a sign of awakening, and some of them find it as a sign of depression. So it's all about perspective, and everything depends on our choices, because each choice has a consequence. And once we recognize that that's how powerful we are, with each choices I'm making consequences, I want to be mindful about my choices, right? And then Orion constellation is in astrology known as a hunter archetype that is associated with pursuit of goals, ambitions and desires. So again, a strong energy that may inspire us to have greater goals, to have dreams, to have a sense of ambition for change. Like if you've been in a certain situation for such a long time, maybe suffering because of certain things external, like lack of finances or lack of health or lack of relationships, let's upgrade your mindset. Let's awaken that inner fire. And if you're wondering how, firstly, detox yourself. Detox from toxic food, detox from information, detox from lack of self-control, detox from phone and, all the social media and all of that. It doesn't mean that all of that is bad and you shouldn't do it, but just have control over it and see what happens if you make some fasting on all of that. Purify yourself. Because most people have lack of ambition because they're too distracted. And the word distraction means action away from where we want it to go. And once we recognize that, we notice, well, if I am not in control of my direction, then somebody else is. And I don't want somebody else to dictate my direction. I want to be in control of that. That's what it means to get your power back and to focus onto something that is important to you. But then Leo's energy is reminding you that consistency is what transforms average into excellence. Through consistency, you're making changes. Through consistency, you're growing. And when you're consistent with something new, with something that may be hard but beneficial, eventually it gets easier and you become better at it, right? And sometimes we just need to go through hell to experience the heaven, to experience what all of that, what it was all about. So for goals that are really, really important, to keep them private until they are done, because most people will just judge you for that. Most people will try to pull you down and will say, hey, you can't do it. Nobody in our family did it, so stop dreaming. But once you make it happen, you will be surprised how many of those people will actually be inspired by you and will do something similar eventually in the future. You will see that. So stop talking so much about what you're about to do, but rather stop doing it. Rather start doing it. Start right now. My friends, this is it for today. I hope you found something valuable today. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting as well. To all of you who would love to support my art, you can find the link in the description to our art shop, Etsy shop, idrawmypassionshop.com. Go there, check it out. Thank you so much for your support. I truly appreciate you all. My friends, till next time, one love.